Towering over the dark waters of the Oslo fjord, Akershus Fortress is an enduring symbol of Norway's history. Built in the late 13th century by King Håkon V, this imposing stronghold was designed to defend Oslo and serve as a royal residence. Over the centuries, its walls have withstood sieges, housed kings and prisoners, and now stand as a monument to the past. But as the daylight fades and shadows stretch across its weathered stone, Akershus reveals another side, a realm where history merges with legend, and echoes of the past refuse to be silenced. For more than 700 years, Akershus Fortress has stood as a testament to Norway's resilience. Its walls have borne witness to countless battles, housing kings and captives alike. Today it serves as a museum, preserving the stories of its past. But beneath the polished veneer of history lies a darker truth. Akershus is said to be among the most haunted places in Norway. This video was recorded on a weekday in October. Unfortunately, during the winter months, the castle building itself is only open to visitors on the weekends. Despite this, it is still well worth a visit to Akershus during the off-season. Entrance to the grounds is free of charge and open daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. From here, you have stunning views across the Oslo fjord and the city. There are also a number of museums you can visit within the grounds. These include the Visitor Center, which presents the history of the fortress and is open daily, free of charge. There is also the excellent Norwegian Resistance Museum. This museum covers the 5 years of Norway's occupation between 1940 and 1945 during World War II. Despite looking small from the outside, this museum is packed with exhibits and artifacts documenting some of Norway's darkest years. It is well worth a visit, with entrance costing approximately £7 for adults. Akershus today is not only one of the top tourist attractions in Oslo. Besides the camera-wielding tourists, it is also an active military base and one of the most haunted sites in all of Norway. One of the fortress's most chilling tales is that of Malkanis, the evil dog. During the fortress's construction around 1299, a disturbing ritual was performed. A living dog was bricked into the walls of the Maiden Tower, a common but macabre custom meant to protect the structure and its occupants and bring good luck. But this act of superstition gave rise to something far darker.
Like and subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media at houndsofhistory.africa.
The workers believed the dog's spirit would guard the fortress, but they unwittingly unleashed a curse. Malkanis is said to haunt the fortress to this day, a massive black hound with glowing red eyes and huge fangs. Its spectral growls echo through the dark, and the sounds of claws scratching the stone send chills down the spines of those who hear it. To encounter Malkanis, they say, is to invite tragedy, for, as the legend goes, those who lay eyes upon Malkanis will be dead within 3 months. Centuries later, the curse of Malkanis is said to have claimed one of the fortress's most prominent commanders, Peter Hansen Liljenskjold. As the fortress's overseer in the 17th century, Liljenskjold was a man of authority, yet even he could not escape the fortress's supernatural grip. One version of the story goes that during his tenure, sightings of the spectral evil dog became even more frequent. Soldiers whispered of its presence in the shadows, and unease spread through the ranks. One fateful night, Liljenskjold reportedly encountered Malkanis himself. As he walked alone through the grounds, the hound emerged from the darkness. Its glowing red eyes locked onto him, and a low, guttural growl echoed through the air. Frozen in place, Liljenskjold could only watch as the beast vanished into the darkness. But this was not to be his only encounter with the demon dog. Shortly after this chilling event, tragedy struck. While riding his horse on the fortress grounds, Liljenskjold fell from his mount under mysterious circumstances. Some say the horse reared in terror, spooked by the sight of the evil dog. Lilienskiold's death was swift and unexplained, fueling whispers among his men that the spectral hound had claimed yet another victim. This encounter and its aftermath cemented Malcanus's reputation as a harbinger of doom, its spectral presence forever tied to the fortress's dark history. Yet Malcanus is only one of the many specters that call Akershus home. In the dimly lit corridors and shadowed chambers, the figure of Mantelgeisten, the lady in the cloak, drifts silently. Her face is obscured. She appears as a mournful specter, her presence filling the air with a terrible sadness. Some say she was a prisoner, others a noble woman, but her identity remains a mystery, as does her sorrowful fate. During World War II, the fortress bore witness to one of its darkest chapters. Under Nazi occupation, the fortress served as a prison for members of the Norwegian resistance. Many were interrogated, tortured, and executed within its walls. Executions were carried out in the courtyard, with the condemned facing firing squads in somber and grim proceedings. Today, the Norwegian Resistance Museum within the fortress commemorates these brave individuals. The museum preserves their stories, displaying artifacts, documents, and photographs that recount the harrowing experiences of those who fought against oppression. Visitors to the museum often report an unshakable sense of unease, as if the shadows are alive with the memories of those who perished. Some claim to hear faint cries or feel an inexplicable heaviness in the air, as though the spirits of the fallen are still waiting for peace. So, do you dare to visit Akershus Fortress and confront its ghostly inhabitants? Perhaps the next footsteps you hear will not be your own, and the shadows that flicker just out of sight will be more than just a trick of light. Because here, at Akershus, the past is not merely history, it is alive, and the spirits never sleep.
Thank you for watching. Join us next week and every other week on our hunt.